cross the line.
That's the only thing you don't do. You can skip it. You can get in line, wait online. Don't.
Get in line, free your mind. Let the music help you celebrate life. Get in line, keep it real. Get empowered and inspired to feel.
Hey guys, welcome mi gente to the Essence Show right here every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Thank you for tuning back in for another week of myself and an amazing guest. I hope you enjoyed the last few weeks of my guests. I try to bring a little bit of everything to the show and give you just a taste of what's going on in a world that maybe you're not too familiar with. But I have an amazing, beautiful female here with me today, which I think I'm personally popping her cherry on my show, but she has been here before. You're wearing red too, I must say. She is a Grammy-nominated artist. She is a singer, a host, a writer. I also see that she has a podcast called Sister Sister, and she's also the new addition to WHCR 90, right? 0.3 FM, the voice of Harlem. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, you can catch her from 10 to 2 p.m. And it's basically like a tropical show, tropical music. I know her to sing salsa, and she does a lot more. So I want to bring her on the show to just show women empowerment, to show that the Latinas are doing so much more. And just to kind of just vibe with her. I am welcoming the first time to the Essence Show, Miss Yaya. Hi, baby girl.
Hi, mama.
I'm happy that you're here. You look so pretty in your red.
Thank you. Red is my favorite color.
Off the shoulders and all of that.
I had to give you some, some Rita Moreno, some West Side Story.
I love it.
Thank
What's
you.
going on? The hoops and everything?
Yeah, I gotta mix it up. My West Side Story with my Jenny from the Block, with my, tú sabes, un poquito de esto, del otro.
A little bit of everything.
Un sofrito.
Oh, I like it. I like sofrito by itself, too.
Isn't it so good?
It is very good.
One of the many wonderful things our people have come up with.
Yeah. What's going on?
Flavor.
What's new?
Just grinding, just doing a lot, a little bit of a lot.
I see.
Yeah, it's stuff that I've always wanted to do, but growing up in the 80s and 90s and looking at other artists from before, everyone's stuck to one thing because that's the advice they give you.
Yeah.
Find something and stick to it. No, we live in an age where you could do anything and everything, and I'm just doing everything I've ever wanted to do.
Good for you. It's all limitless. That's
Yes.
what I live by.
There are no limits.
No, and you're right. We always stuck in like a bubble or like a certain path, and it's good that we break out because we also learn about each other. I mean, ourselves, that we're capable of doing things we never thought we would be able to do, but we like to do. So I commend you on that.
Thank you.
Right here, you are sitting here, and you're the face of national anthems. You've done a few.
I've done a few. I lived in Miami from 2007 to 2017, and I was blessed enough for every year that I lived in Miami to do the anthem at least once for the Miami Marlins.
How did that even happen?
Being part of DLG, we were called to do the national anthem in 2008.
Okay.
And then from there, I became friends with a lot of the staff from the Marlins, and then they just every year will call me back.
Look at that. It's all about networking.
Yeah.
Being pretty, knowing how to sing.
That and just not being a jerk. So that's helping me a lot.
Humbled, right? Humbled.
Yeah.
And then you even had a chance, I think it was last July, for July 4th at Madison Square Garden.
Last year, I sang for the first time in New York the national anthem for the Knicks. For the Knicks against the 79ers. Is that the name of the team? It was
That's
last
okay.
year. It's okay.
76ers?
76. Eso mismo.
Thank you, staff.
Tú sabes. Yeah, Thank you, Boo Boo Cakes. Yeah, I got to sing the national anthem for them, and that was a great experience. It was for Noche Latina at Madison Square Garden.
Isn't that great?
And I got that opportunity because of a music director.
That's okay.
As soon as I remember, I'll let you know. But
He hooked it up?
His band was performing that night. They needed someone to sing the national anthem, and he gave me a call, which was pretty amazing. So.
Yeah, I mean, Madison Square Garden is the world's most famous arena.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean, I hope to be able to go back and do a concert.
Yes.
Or do a salsa concert, a festival, when they have all the salsa artists come up and do their thing. So I hope it's just the
It's
beginning.
definitely a pinnacle to a career.
Yeah.
So with your voice.
so grateful for that.
Yeah, with your voice and like you said, the networking that you have and the look that you have, I see it very soon.
I don't know about if it's a look, but you know.
No, you just have
red shoulders. It's the red shoulders.
It's the red shoulders.
It's the
I
red
love it. I
shoulders.
love it. So when did this all get started? How did Miss Yaya come about?
I've been singing since I was born. And my cousin, who is Sergio Vargas, famous merenguero, I always looked up to him. And I always told my mother, when I grow up, I want to sing like Primo. And she was like, no, tú no vas a hacer eso. Because she was always worried about me being in the industry and me.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. It's not easy for women. And my mother has a beautiful voice. And I think she wanted to pursue a career in music, but because of the fear of how the industry is, it held her back.
Really?
So she just wanted to protect me in that sense. And I just stuck to my guns. I sang in school
Good for
functions.
you.
I lived on my family lived on the second floor of our building, so I would pump up Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston super loud, and they knew that loud ass voice that's coming from upstairs is from that little girl. And that's where I started. School functions, doing acting, singing.
So it's in the blood.
It's in the blood. It's in the blood. I just think I just wasn't gonna let anything hold me back.
Does mom ever express now what held her back?
No.
Is she
we
kind of
don't talk
living?
about it.
No. Is she
No.
living through you though? Does she still feel the same?
Yeah, she still feels
Yeah.
the same. The industry's not easy.
It's not.
It's not easy.
It's not whether you're signed or not.
Yep.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
But you know, when you love something, you still go with it.
And the great thing about the time that we live in now is that we can go into the studio and create something, and we can promote our own stuff. We don't need a label to put music out.
All
We
on our
can-
phones and social media.
All on our phones. There are several distribution companies online that you can just put your stuff out. I mean, I had a record deal with being signed to DLG, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
But after the deal fell through and we were pretty much on our own, we just did everything on our own. And
What do you prefer? I hear a lot of artists say they rather be independent. I mean, some want the stardom and the recognition on that level, but
being signed to a label, you have the budget, you have the promotion, the marketing,
The help.
which definitely helps. It's just you a lot of times don't have control of what you're able to perform or sing or write or record. And that's where the problem is.
right.
In most cases, because there are people that start independent, do their own music, and a label comes and picks them up, and then they're able to continue doing what they love, how they love to do it.
But that's not everyone.
It's different for everyone. There are people that are successful as an independent artist. I look on Instagram and I see people with a gajillion million followers, and I've never heard of that person, and they're independent. They found the secret or the formula to their success, and I'm still on that path trying to figure it out.
Yeah, it's like you're always figuring it out.
Yeah.
Even when you have it, you're still trying to figure it out because there's no stop.
There is no stop.
Once it's a love, you feel like you're never doing enough. All right.
Hence Jennifer Lopez. Like, what can't that woman do? She
Right.
just turned 50.
You know what's funny? I actually was looking at her the other day and I said, I wish that she still was Jenny from the block. Like, you know, I wish she wasn't so Hollywood.
You think she's Hollywood?
Yeah. You have to become Hollywood if you're living that lifestyle.
When I worked in Miami,
That Feeling So Good video is not the videos that she's making now. And I
Yeah.
miss her like being like that.
she's huge.
She is.
She's bigger than huge, and I'm thankful to have seen.
Of course,
that
the
we've been
progression.
able to see that progression.
Yeah, it is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It is. I won't lie. She sold out 2 nights at Madison Square Garden with no problem.
And people came back even after that
the blackout.
They're like, I'm getting my dose of Jenny, and I'm like, hell yeah. I didn't get to go to the concert, but I heard it was pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was. It was a night stopper.
Yeah.
Um,
It turned off the lights. I'm
sure
blaming it
did.
on J-Lo.
It sure
It was
did.
her fault.
So growing up, give me a little, view of how you grew up or where you grew up.
I grew up in the Bronx,
Nice.
in Patterson Projects, and it was just me, my mother, and my brother, single mother, and it is what it is. That's just growing up singing. I got bullied in school because I was a smart ass, and I also sang, so I used to get crap a lot from the kids. And
How did you handle that?
it was
Because bullying is such a thing now.
what helps. It's always been a thing.
But now it's like being like glorified
It's
sometimes.
always been a thing, and people have been very quiet about it. and people have ignored it.
Yes.
Because I remember when I used to come home from school and I'd be like, this person yelled at me or this person treated me bad. And my mother would go, bueno, ¿qué tú le hiciste?
Yeah.
So it was like, nobody thought that bullying was a thing. It was just
Yeah.
like kids being kids. No, bullying has always been
I was bullied all the time.
a real thing. Yeah.
Even into high school.
through elementary
Yeah.
school, junior high school, it was a thing. When I
Yeah.
got to high school, because I went to a performing arts school,
Mm-hmm.
those were like the best first 4 years of my school life because we were all singing and dancing
Okay.
through the hallways. I graduated from LaGuardia High School of Music and Art, the Fame
Okay.
School. So we were all like just how the TV shows, singing and dancing on top of tables, and we all understood each other.
Right.
So there was no room for bullying. And I
Right.
think that's where bullying comes from, is kids not understanding gifts that other kids have, whether it's painting or playing an instrument or being a public speaker. Like, kids are always, if something's different, if they don't understand it,
Yeah.
they're gonna mess with you. And it's up to the
love that.
parents to let them know, like, you're strong. They're picking on you because you have something special. And I'm not saying that because of me.
No, it's true.
But I saw other kids getting bullied. There were science geeks that got bullied. There were
Yeah.
kids with their own special gifts
Yeah.
that I just wish back then parents knew how to say, look, they're bullying you because you're special. So just stick to the kids that understand you and forget everybody else. Let me put you in these after school programs. Let me put you in this program. Let me give you this tutor, get you this tutor. I hope now parents that's what they're doing, is having sit downs with their kids and letting them know. Do you have kids?
No.
Okay, me neither, not yet. But I hope to be one of those parents that has the conversation with my kids and be like, they're actually the weirdos because they're being mean to
Yeah.
you. So
Yeah.
you keep being
And it's
special.
pretty funny when you come around those bullies now when you're grown and you're like, I wonder why.
That started somewhere.
Yeah,
That's not
definitely.
something that they got in adulthood. They were born bullies, and they get it from their parents, and it's passed down. So people have to break that cycle.
So this past year, I mean, you've done numerous performances. I mean, you can just look on the YouTube page and there's
little bit.
numerous. But this year you did the Puerto Rican festival, correct?
Yes, I performed at the festival. Saturday, June 8th, I performed at the festival.
And you hosted last year,
I hosted
right?
last year with Roman, the
Yes,
funny Latino, and Tito
that's
Puente
where.
Jr.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, that was great. Those guys are like my brothers.
Yeah.
They're so funny, and we had so much fun hosting the Daily News stage. And
It's always a good time.
Yeah, it's always a good time. Whether a camera's in front of us or not, we're
Yeah.
all cracking jokes. And I performed at the festival or at the parade in like 2014 with DLG, and we also performed in 2008. So I have a little bit of a history with the festival, which is a really great blessing because that's
It is.
legendary.
Yes, it kicks off our summer, our month, our people are there.
That's pretty much up there for me with Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
The festival
And
and the
it'll be
parade.
higher than that. So talk to me about, you keep throwing around this DLG. The DLG I remember is with Huey and the two other guys.
Yeah, nobody really knows that I was part of DLG.
So yeah, bring us into that and now, right?
So when I moved to Miami, I moved in 2007, and I said, I'm going down for a record deal. Because at that time, all the Latin labels or all the Spanish labels were coming out of Miami. And I always knew that I wanted to be a Latin artist and singing salsa. So the manager
and
I
boy,
had,
do we need more.
we need more female salseras.
Oh,
And we
yes.
do. We have them out there.
they're
Just
not-
not getting the shine that they
Exactly.
deserve. Like, I have like two handful of friends of mine that are strong salseras that are not getting their shine.
Bring them on.
Oh, I'm
It takes a village, you know what I mean?
I'm going to, right after I tell you about this DLG,
Yes.
I'm going to tell you about this other amazing album that just came out with a bunch of salseras. But
Beautiful.
I'm gonna hold on to
Okay,
that.
that's fine.
So the manager I had at the time, he knows or grew up with James the Barber, which is the guy that goes, no morirá,
Yes.
no morir. So he grew up with James the Barber. And was that a good impression?
Yes.
And so I met James like years before, maybe 2005, 2006. And we talked, we became like family. And then when I moved to Miami in 2007, I was told that Sergio George, the creator of DLG from the 90s, was looking to put the group back together, but with a new singer. And they had someone in mind from Peru that they were going to put in.
Really?
But at the time, see, these are behind the scenes bochinches.
Yes, let's
So
do it.
they were going to put someone else, a male, as the lead singer. But then Sergio felt that there would be too much of a comparison because it's a guy and his voice is very similar to Huey's.
Yeah.
So Sergio decided to go with a female. James had been talking to Sergio about me because we'd already known each other.
Right.
So then I interview with Sergio, we meet, we're like, okay, that's June of 07. By October of 07, contracts were signed and we were in the studio recording.
Wow.
So we recorded DLG Renacer the end of 07 to 08. It came out April 2008, and that's the album that I got the Grammy nomination for.
I was just
being part
gonna
of that
ask you
album.
about
Yes,
that,
so-
and because our interview is going so quickly,
Yes,
our
so
chat.
quickly.
One word to express how you felt when you got nominated. 'Cause Grammy's top of the notch.
yeah, Grammy's up there.
We grew up with the Grammys. The
Yeah.
Grammys was official.
Yeah.
Like you had the American Music Awards, you had the BET, but like Grammys, they're like the Emmys, you know, like the official.
That's like the cream of the crop
Yeah,
right there.
yeah.
It was huge. I remember I was on my way. I was in the mall buying a suitcase because we were leaving within a week to Colombia to finish recording something.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and someone, my manager at the time was like, "Are you sitting down?" I was like, "No, I'm in Macy's right now." And he goes, he tells me that we're nominated. I was like, "What?"
Oh my goodness.
I freaked out because it's huge.
Yeah.
It's a huge honor just to even be nominated. And we were up against Jose Feliciano, NG2. Jose Feliciano took the Grammy,
Okay.
but he's
Yeah.
Jose Feliciano. I was like,
But the people
just
in the
to even
category.
be nominated is a huge deal, and I'm so grateful for it. And I can take that to my grave. Grammy nominated.
And now it gave you like a little taste of what it feels to make you want more.
Yeah. The funny thing is that up until recently, up until maybe a year ago, because we were nominated 10 years ago, I never led conversations by saying, I'm a Grammy. Whoa, so what do you do? I would just say, I'm a singer.
Yeah.
I'm a salsa singer.
Yeah.
And then because I felt like I was making people uncomfortable by saying Grammy nominated singer. And then in the last 2 years, I forgot who was it that gave me the advice, like, own that. Like, that's...
You have to own it because no one's going to own it for you.
Yeah.
And that's the humble side of you.
I just don't like making people feel uncomfortable.
Well,
but now,
yeah,
with
you don't
that,
need to brag either, but it is what it is.
It is what
Grammy
it is.
nominated female,
Yeah,
Latina.
that's who I am.
We're going to take a quick break. We have to bring another special guest on, but Miss Yaya will be back, right?
Yes, I'll
Later
be back.
to perform a
Of
little
course,
something.
Of course.
You're going to bless us with your voice?
A little bit of something, something. Are you guys ready?
My
They
my
ready?
audience is always ready,
Oh.
even when we not ready. We
Okay.
ready. And if not, they better get in line.
Get in line, asshole.
We'll be right back on the Justin Show with my next guest. Stay tuned. Beautiful, baby.
Thank you.
And we're back right here on the D Essence Show. You just saw Miss Yaya chatting it up with me, showing some love. Finally got her on the show. But stay tuned because we'll be hearing her voice in just a little bit. But before that, I had to bring on, oh my God, one of my loves. I know him for about 4, almost 5 years. And I just love him, and so does everybody else. He has a voice that is remarkable. It's amazing, and it needs to be heard. It's just amazing. It's a beautiful voice. I think he takes it for granted at this point because he just knows how dope he is. But I know him as Easy Salsero, but we're going to go by Easy today because we do a lot of other types of music, which he does, and he does it so perfectly. Easy Salsero, welcome back to the DS Show at a new home.
It feels weird, like you interviewing me because you're my friend. So it's like a
Right?
little, like, what do you think? Like,
But we've done this a few times.
well, yeah, it was on the radio though. It was
Yeah.
really on video, right?
Yeah,
So,
well, it was online. You know, it was
Yeah.
more of a different
I don't know.
situation.
it's been a while.
It's been a while, and I'm
Yeah.
glad to have you back.
Thank you for
And
having
I'm-
me.
and
You've been trying to get me on for a while.
For a
and
while, I'm like, come on, Easy,
I've
let's
been
go, let's go.
busy, but
I know, you're always working hard, and I just feel like I need to always have you here because I
Yes.
love you, I adore
love you. I
you,
adore you.
respect your artistry and your performance. And I think that you need to be seen as much as possible. And I know you always laugh, but we are really rooting for you to get signed, damn it.
you just love me.
I just love you. So anyway, Easy Salsero, I'm gonna call you because that's what you are to me in my heart. But we do English R&B, we do gospel,
Right.
we do
Especially
pop.
with the band that I'm with now, which
Yeah.
is Funk Salsa Urban.
This is like the new movement for you right now.
It
This is where we are.
It is. I mean, a lot of people start off in a band and then they kind of drift off by themselves,
Yeah.
but it's kind of backwards for me.
It's okay. We have
'Cause,
time to drift off.
Right. And it was just like I needed something new.
Yeah.
I needed something, and for a while, I was doing the same old stuff.
Yeah.
for-
As a solo artist.
right.
And you
that
were
was
amazing
great.
with it.
That was great, but there's so much. I don't know. I needed something more.
It's fine. And
So.
and sometimes going for something more opens you to new opportunities and new network and new people. And on the side you also do weddings and
Right.
and you do stage performances and we've gone to auditions. I mean, you're legit. You're legit, but you're just going up the path that God is putting in front of you.
Right. Yeah. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally don't. Sometimes I feel like this industry is not for me. God doesn't want me in that
Yeah,
this
we
industry.
talk about this
I
all
told
the
you this,
time.
and
Yeah.
so it's kind of like tearing me apart.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I know that I have to give my voice back to the Lord.
Yeah.
As I did for 6 years in the choir that I was in. But then at the same time, you kind of want to be liberal and do a little bit of everything. So it's hard. It's not easy.
It's very hard, and by you saying that shows the star quality in you already. Because all of us who have a craft or talent as we do, no matter where it is, even Miss Yaya, me doing hosting, whatever, we all feel the same way. We sit there and we're working, and this is all we think about. This is all we want to do. But then it's like, is this really for me? Why is it taking
Right,
so
right.
long? Why am I not here? But that is all in God's timing, and
Yeah.
and you have to just enjoy your path. So right now we're with the band, which I
Yes.
think is a great movement
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah. It's a really great movement. I mean, right before then, I got into like a little depression, and
And I had to slap you out of it and tell you
yeah.
get in line.
So I was like, okay, no, this is why I decided, okay, I'm gonna join
yeah,
the FSU band, and that lifted my spirits.
yeah,
So I just felt like I was working so hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh my God, you look on social media, as you and Yaya were talking.
I know.
And these people have so many followings.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the heck?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
all they do is go on there and just talk.
Yeah.
And then the ones that are, struggling
I
and
know.
actually, trying to show their talent, it's not easy.
Right,
So
but
it's
they
a
all-
little discouraging.
It is, and then that's when faith comes involved and
Right.
belief, right? So do you ever feel like you would give yourself a limit to when you will stop this? Some people give themselves limits.
I always said 35. But now with watching these shows like American Idol or The Voice, there really isn't an age limit.
No,
You know what I mean?
There's no
So-
limits.
I really don't want to be famous. I just want to be successful. I want to be able to stop everything else that I'm doing, be successful in my singing, donate to my church, even if I have to open up a new church, and just take care of my family. That's my
the
goal.
main goal.
It's not about being famous or anything like that.
Do you feel like anything's holding you back besides yourself in this business?
Nope, just me.
No, just you. Okay.
Just me.
All right. Do you want to be signed?
Um,
Would you want to be signed?
it's difficult. It's difficult. I would love to, because that would lead me to a path of being successful, right?
Okay, yeah.
But at the same time, it's like,
'Cause,
it's
you know,
scary.
yeah.
It's scary. It's life changing. It's
Definitely.
all the stuff you hear with this Illuminati and
Yeah. Selling your souls and all
selling
that.
your soul. I mean, I
Changing
don't know
the
how
look.
true that is, but
It's true. We've seen it.
yeah,
We see it every
so
day. Yeah.
It's hard. It's like, oh God.
Yeah.
I love performing. Like when I get on stage, it's just
You're a
my everything.
natural. You're a natural.
But then you have that in the back of your mind. Just being in this industry, you know how I told you,
Mm-hmm.
we're not even up there yet in Hollywood. But the circles that we run here in the Bronx
Oh, yeah.
or wherever it is, we see the same artists all the time.
Yes.
We're running the same circles.
Yes.
And instead of us being...
and we're all growing.
some of us are growing. Some of us are...
That's true.
You
That's
know,
true.
so it's just that's my thing. It's like, oh my God, I'm not even famous or I'm not even up there yet, and I have issues with artists now.
Right.
It's like,
Right.
Could you just imagine when you get up there?
Right.
Like,
But you've
the
also
hate and the
right. But you also have amazing experiences too.
yeah,
being where
you
you
have
are.
amazing experiences, but I think
This is the preparation time to deal with that later.
yeah, I don't think I'm strong enough though. I try to be nice, you know, loving and everything. So when somebody's mean to me or
Yeah.
does something, it's just like,
No, I get it. I don't deal with a lot of that because I've been blessed with the circle that I'm around. But in the professional world, I have, and it is very hurtful.
Yeah.
It's not the world I come from. They call me a natural, and I'm trying to be natural with it because that's
Right.
all I know.
Right.
But it can be very hurtful when someone's jealous of you, or because it's very hurtful. So I
Right.
agree with that.
so not a lot of people have that tough skin.
Yeah.
Cardi B, for example,
Yeah.
she lashes out the minute somebody says something bad about her.
Right.
So it's just like, I understand her in a way because it's like you're not really prepared for that.
You have to pick and
You have to
choose your
be strong.
battles. And you have to pick and choose your battles.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to walk away and be gracious.
Right.
Because when word gets around, they'll always say EC or Essence handled that situation very professionally and very
Right.
well.
Right.
Let them be the petty ones. You know what I mean? So it's all good.
I just have God on my side all the time.
Always. What's the next step for you? What are we doing for the next few months?
like we said before, funk, salsa, urban, amazing guys, amazing artists.
So basically they'll salsa with English?
Little bit
Or-
of funk, we
Okay.
combine like let's say a Shape of You into like a salsa type
Love
of.
it.
Yeah, so it's awesome, and I'm actually doing dance moves with them. We actually rehearsed, and it's just it's like.
You're dancing, EC?
Yeah, I'm like, before I used to be like, yo, I have 2 left feet, like I can't. And now it's like, I'm able
You
to.
don't need to dance though. You have a star presence.
Thank you, but my idols are J-Lo,
Yeah.
Mark Anthony. You see,
Yeah.
they own the stage.
Yeah.
Mark Anthony owns it with his voice. J-Lo is just an amazing performer.
Entertainer,
So
yeah.
when I see that, that's what I want.
You want to bring it
So
together.
I want to be able to do with both.
Okay.
So with them, it's just awesome.
How's the reaction so far from your audience?
Everybody's great. It's not easy being with a band, and these guys, we all have different personalities.
How many?
It's 4. Well, it's 4 of us, and I think it's 11 or 12 pieces.
Oh wow.
So yeah, but
Wow.
and before I would come onto these interviews or whatnot, and it's like, you're like, oh my God, you're an amazing singer or whatever it is.
And now there's 4 more
and
sitting
now
next to you?
it's right. So there's 3 guys next to me, and so it's like, no, but they're good too. You know what I mean? Like you gotta always make sure you're
Yeah.
always making each other feel good,
Yeah.
because you don't want anybody to get into their egos or anything like that.
Understood.
So that's not easy for me. You're calling me a diva.
Yeah, I always call him a divo. And you know what it is? Your quality is so big that you don't need nobody.
Thank you.
But sometimes you got to play that role. I play that role too doing the show. Sometimes
But
you need that
they
co-host.
honestly make me better.
Yeah, of course.
And I love them dearly. I'm glad that they, asked me to be a part of the band.
Mm-hmm.
We've done so much, we're going to Buffalo.
Nice.
We're actually doing Orchard Beach on the 25th.
Good for you.
Last year I did it with them, but as a solo artist.
Okay.
And they did my song, Rincon.
Yep.
And so this is going to be the first time, like, I'll be doing all the dance steps, like I said, at Orchard. So
Oh,
I'm
I
excited
can't
about
wait.
that. I'm excited.
And the voice with the breeze is just such heavenly. I love it.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Yep.
Awesome. Give us a little background of how we grew up, where we grew up.
I grew up in the Hunts Point area of the Bronx.
Okay.
And a lot of people were like, oh, I'm happy and proud to be from Hunts Point,
As you
because
should.
they say you can't find, it's like trashy or whatnot, but
Yeah.
I'm from there.
Yeah.
And so I think that speaks a
Volumes,
lot. And there's
yeah.
a lot of people that are like myself who
Just because of your environment
Right.
doesn't mean, yeah.
you can't judge somebody for that.
Yeah.
So,
It's actually coming up and we're trying to make it better.
yeah.
So be proud of
yeah,
it.
Yeah, it is. It is coming up. I don't really go there anymore, but
Yeah.
yeah, I love Hunts Point. That's where I grew up from, and grew up. And my parents sang. My dad used to sing salsa, and my mom used to sing like Grease. Amazing voices, but
Yeah.
they never really pursued it.
Okay.
And then I remember 13 singing karaoke, and I think that's when it all started for me. And
Did you ever do any like vocal training?
no.
It's just natural.
I did one class which helped me to learn how to breathe. I was breathing into my chest as opposed to breathing into my
Stomach.
stomach.
Okay.
So that helped me a lot. I'm like, who would have known?
Yeah,
You
that's like
know,
101.
like when I'm singing Preciosa and I have to hold that long note. It's like,
Guys,
how
you
does
have
he
to
do
use
this?
him. Yes.
You know, and
Yes.
so now I'm like, oh, okay. That makes sense. So, yeah, I mean, everything has been a blessing. And, you know, after high school, my mom was like, well, you want to be successful, you have to give it back to the Lord. So I joined the choir, and I became the lead vocalist of 60 members.
Wow.
Church of the Revelation on White Plains Road.
Okay.
And I was with them for 6 years, and then, of course, life,
Takes
you know,
its toll, right?
yeah, and then, so I haven't been back, but, you know, always,
Never forgot where you came from.
right, never forgetting and just speaking to God one-on-one,
Yeah.
you know, so that's
I
about
love it. I love it. So we have a new single, right?
Yeah.
You want to discuss
Well,
it?
it's a remix of Dancing with a Stranger by Sam Smith.
Yes.
So Yaya and I will be performing it.
Yes. It's a
for the first
beautiful
time.
single.
Yeah.
And then
yeah,
the way
yeah.
you guys did it made it even nicer. Like,
She actually killed it. I kind of stood in the safe side.
oh, did he?
I kind of stood on the safe side. Yeah, yeah.
Did he? Yaya?
She was like, yeah.
He plays so modest, right? But we know.
No, I was like listening to it. I thought that that's how we were gonna
Right.
originally. You know, I was afraid to do anything other than what was because the song is so great already.
Yeah.
And then she started singing in it, and it's like she freaking brought it to another level.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so it's a blessing to have
I think it's
been on a track with
I
her.
think that that urban salsa and pop, I think it's just like a great thing to have for
Yeah,
us.
I mean, especially for the youth now,
Yeah.
because you see, you know, when we go to perform and we start doing the English stuff, the salsa crowd is like.
But when they hear that
But then
beat,
we start playing salsa with the English stuff, and they're
Yeah.
like, and the kids love it, and everybody just loves it.
I feel like it's a winner all the
Yeah.
time. But it's very hard to pick up or to be picked up. Like reggaeton is ruling right now.
Yeah, it's hard, but we're getting very positive feedback, which is awesome.
What are you feeling about the industry, the Latino industry, with accepting new artists or? You know, there's rumors saying that they're very territorial. The legends don't make room for the newcomers.
Right.
You know, things like
right,
that.
Right. Especially, I think Puerto Ricans.
Yeah.
Our salsa is a specific way.
Yeah, and there's only
know,
one
and
person that's
so-
ruling the universe right now. And
Right.
God forbid he passes, who we have.
Right.
Isi Salsero, but Salsero wants to be called Isi and do other things.
You know, when I'm doing salsa, I'll be salsero, and then you know.
Okay.
I just don't want people to be like, is he salsero, but he's singing?
Yeah, it kind of puts you
It's
like in a
like-
bracket.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
You know, so
I get
it's
it.
just easy.
No, Isi
I
is
mean,
fine.
easy is tacky too, but
You'll figure it out. I just feel like Isi Salsero is together, but I get it. You don't want to put yourself in a bubble, and you shouldn't, because you are very capable of everything else. Are we doing any more auditions? Because I know you had an experience with one, right?
yeah.
How was it? You don't have to mention it, but the name of it.
I mean, I got to the second round. I'm just not a fan of
Auditions?
auditioning.
Me either.
I feel like I've performed in front of millions of people.
Yeah.
Be it at the National Puerto Rican Day Parade, the
Yes.
Pride Parade, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And so, obviously, I have
Even more
talent.
than that.
Obviously, I have a voice.
Yes, baby.
So
do.
you sitting there judging me based on what I'm doing at this moment with my nerves and everything that's going
Yeah.
on. You know, the adrenaline, you want this so bad, you just,
Yeah.
you telling me I'm not, you know,
Yeah.
sorry,
And
next
meanwhile, this is your
time. It's like,
natural.
what?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so I don't really do well with competitions.
I don't either. Competitions, auditions, and memorization, I'm not too great at.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could compete, but just the whole audition thing,
Okay. Got it.
you know?
Yeah.
So.
What's
We'll
going
see
on
what
for the rest of
guys.
the year with you? Anything you want to promote before we get you on to sing?
No, other than, you know, just follow us, FSU.
Yeah.
Funk Salsa Urban, and we post everything that we do there. You know,
Yes.
that's another beautiful thing. I don't have to worry about that. Before I had to do it all myself, and
Oh, I
now
remember those days.
Yeah, now the band members are just awesome at being up
Promoting.
to date with all that
Yeah.
stuff and
Yeah.
promoting so that everybody's able to make it to each event.
Beautiful. All right. We're going to be right back. I have a special performance by EC and Miss Yaya right here on the DS and Show. You do not want to touch that dial. We'll be right back.
I am so grateful to be part of the new generation of salsa, me and EC, right? We're going to keep this going, okay? And I wrote this song. Y dicen que murió, que se murió. Y dicen que murió. Dicen que la salsa se murió. ¿Cómo vienes a decirme a mí que esto ya no se baila, que el son ya no se goza y que el guaguanco no está de moda? ¿Cómo te atreves a decirme a mí que no tengo derecho a cantarla? Pues si lo siento aquí en mi alma, cuando la escucho mi cuerpo baila, que baila. Hay que darle espacio a la nueva generación. Ustedes dieron el ejemplo. Esto sigue y va creciendo. Quizás le tienes miedo a la nueva generación. Eso yo no lo entiendo. Si hay espacio para todo el pueblo, murió. Y dicen que murió. Y que murió. Dicen que la salsa se murió. Pero sigue aquí con nosotros.
Hola, mi gente. This is a remix I made of Andra Day, Rise Up for Puerto Rico in Spanish. Si oye ruido en el silencio y siente que no puede respirar, siente que tú estás muriendo, pero boricua al fin tú te levantarás a mover. Montaña te levantará a mover. Montaña. And I rise up, I like the waves. I rise up, I rise unafraid. I rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. I don't wanna be alone tonight. It's pretty clear that I'm not over you. I'm still thinking about the things you do. So I don't wanna be alone tonight, alone tonight, alone tonight. Can you light the fire? I need somebody who can take control. I know exactly what I need to do. So I don't wanna be alone tonight, alone tonight, alone tonight. Look what you made me do. I'm with somebody new. Ooh, baby, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger. Look what you made me do. I'm with somebody new. Ooh, baby, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger. Dancing with a stranger.
I wasn't even going out tonight, but boy, I gotta get you off my mind. I know exactly what I have to do. I don't wanna be alone tonight, alone tonight, alone tonight. Look what you make me do. I'm with somebody new. Ooh, baby, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger. Look what you made me do. I'm with somebody new. Ooh, baby, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger.
Dancing with a stranger. Dancing with a stranger. Dancing with a stranger. somebody new. Ooh, baby, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger.
Look what you make me do. I'm with somebody new. Ooh, baby, baby,
I'm dancing with a stranger.
yeah.
I'm dancing. I'm dancing, dancing, no change.
I'm dancing
Dancing with a stranger. Dancing with a stranger.
Como es? Funk, salsa, urban, and la Yaya. Easy, yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
That voice of yours. Easy, come over here.
where you going?
You see what a divo he
Oh,
is?
you're in here. Okay.
You see what a divo
I
you
didn't know we were
are?
still
No,
recording.
we're still recording.
Thank
We're
you
still
so
talking.
much. That was beautiful. That's the new latest single from you
Clap,
guys,
clap.
right?
Walking off like.
Latest-
You're such a divo. You see how he just walks off, drops the
I thought I
mic.
was done.
Latest single
Yes.
was Funk Salsa Urban, and EC as one of the lead singers of Funk Salsa Urban. They asked me to come on, and I said, yeah.
Yeah, why
Singing
not?
next to all you guys, hell yeah.
Beautiful chemistry. You guys' chemistry is amazing. I wish you
you.
guys would like do a full album. I didn't say that, did I?
I mean, it's out there. I mean, you already see me doing a little bit of
I
everything.
think you have to
doing
have
a
more
lot.
than one project.
Yeah.
I
Of
think,
course you do.
that's in the works.
Of course.
We're working on it.
All
Yeah,
right.
I mean, if she comes out to perform with us or vice versa, we can't just have one song. you
Yeah,
know?
no, definitely not.
So
Beautiful
that
voices
sounds like
together.
a whole Fania album that we're gonna do.
Yes,
Funk Salsa
Latinos
Urban.
unite. Let's bring this out. Yes,
Yes.
the new generation.
We need to just create our own opportunities. Stop waiting for people to create it for us.
That's
and
right.
It. That's what we're doing.
Amen.
All right, so let our viewers know where to find you.
I am on everything on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. You can see my new comedy stuff that I'm doing, acting stuff that I'm
Yes.
doing. I'm on a new album with Marlo Rosado. I meant to mention that.
Yes.
that Marlo Rosado is a 2-time Grammy-winning producer, arranger, and he put this album together of 12 songs, all women. So he united 12 salseras on one album, and we've got our eye on the Grammy prize
That's
right
powerful. That's never
That's
been
awesome.
done,
there.
right?
No, that's never been done.
Oh, I
Thank you,
can't
Marlo.
wait. EC?
That's awesome.
Look
You
at
can find me
you.
also, I'm sweating.
Because you fire, that's
excited.
why.
What's
going on here?
Oh my goodness, I love it.
Excited. He's
Yum,
excited.
yum, yum.
I'm also on all social media, EC Vocals or EC Salsero, but mainly funksalsaurban.com or FSU on all social media as well.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in once again to the Yasin Show. Thank you, Yaya. Thank you, EC. You guys are amazing.
Thank you.
Of course, we're family. You guys always welcome back. All right.
Mañana.
Of course. Let's do it.
Mañana, same time, Easy?
Same time, same time.
Thank you for tuning in. Always, each and every Wednesday at 9 p.m. You do not want to miss the Yasin Show. Stay tuned for next week, and I'm signing off. Good night, y'all.
Hi, mi gente. I'm Miss Yaya, and I'm here at the Essence Show. Get in line.
Hola mi gente, contigo EC from Funk Salsa Urban, here at the DSN Show. Get in line.
To help us celebrate Noche Latina night presented by Sprite, please welcome Grammy-nominated Latin artist, Miss Yaya.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag
Miss Yaya.
Te miro y luego recuerdo que sin ti no puedo vivir. Cuando te miro a ti yo sé que sin ti nunca podré hacer mi vida renacer. Cuando te veo pienso que tú nunca vas a saber cómo te puedo ser tan fiel. Ven, acércate de mí, que nunca te haré llorar. Y yo te quiero ser feliz y estar contigo hasta el final. Mi amor, yo sé que piensas que yo te voy a hacer infiel, pero eso nunca pasará, porque yo no soy como aquel. Porque le gusta oír tu llanto, no sé por qué le aguantas tanto. Yo te quiero aquí conmigo, porque buen hombre voy a ser. Ven, acércate de mí, que nunca te haré llorar. Y yo te quiero ser feliz y estar contigo hasta el final. Mi amor, yo sé que piensas que yo te voy a hacer infiel, pero eso nunca pasará, porque buen hombre voy a ser. Ven, acércate de mí, que nunca te haré llorar. Y yo te quiero ser feliz y estar contigo hasta el final. Hasta el final. Voy a quererte y asegurarte que serás mía para siempre. Y voy a amarte. Te mereces lo mejor de la vida, tú serás mi consentida. Y asegurarte que serás mía para siempre. Voy a amarte para siempre. Voy a quererte y asegurarte que serás mía para siempre. Y voy a amarte. No dejes que juegue con tus sentimientos. Te amaré a todo momento. Y asegurarte que serás mía para siempre. Y voy a amarte. Con esta sentía vacía, conmigo completa sería. Come on, girl. No será igual, tendrás alegría. Él te trataba mal, y yo tu felicidad. Hoy recuerdo, te necesito, mujer. Hoy te pido, ven, acércate de mí.
Guys, it's your girl, The Essence, and we're here at GetInLine on Nightline TV. And guess who I bumped into just
GetInLine.
having roadie time in the city? The amazing Legendary Salsera La India.
Hi, you was like get in line or whatever. We were in line, okay? That was celebrity stuff. Does not work.
It doesn't work.
He was like La India, so he was like, you still gotta get online. So
How are you
so I'm
tonight?
like online, you know, and all this and all that, and then tell Andrew, did you tell him that it's three people?
Three
You know,
people.
and she goes, Oh, I said, go get him now and tell him. So he went and he told them it was 3 people. And then finally we went inside, and then like after a couple of minutes I met you.
Well, I
think it's great.
I had to talk with them, and I told them they need to get in line next time you get here. Okay.
Yes, that was so sweet of you. My
Talk to our
God.
viewers. What's going on?
Well, I
How you
think, you
feeling?
know,
You're in New York. She's
I know.
in New York, not dealing with any of that.
I feel that, you know, there's a lot of things happening, you know, around the world, Mother Nature acting up. And so it just concerns me, you know, to see, you know, so many people, you know, without light, you know, and water. Wow, man, in the Highland, you know, after that hurricane.
Yeah.
So my heart is hurting, but I feel happy to see that little by little, you know, my island people are going to pick themselves
That's
up
right.
and keep going and the whole thing.
That's right.
You know, when the governor of New York, you know, spoke out and he flew out and he took all his, you know, personal donations. You know, I thought that was the sweetest thing I have ever seen in all the years that I grew up in this city. And so
Yep.
that touched my heart.
Yeah,
you
they're
know.
really coming out for us. They're really like pulling everybody together as a community. We're helping each other. What can we donate?
that was
What are
so
we
sweet.
doing? No money, right?
You
no
know,
money?
I mean, I feel like, you know, people need water,
right.
food, batteries.
Yes.
You know, et cetera, you know, and, you know, I thank everybody, you know, any donation that you can give.
Where are we
but
donating?
Unidos,
Nice.
Unidos a Puerto Rico,
Yes.
¿verdad?
That is where we're donating. It's legit.
Unidos
Yes.
por Puerto Rico.
That's right.
.com.
Nice.
You know, united, you know, Latinos united.
What's coming
por
up
Puerto
for you?
Rico.
What are you doing in the city tonight? Just hanging out?
Well, I thought that after, you know, me having jazz meets, you know, salsa and NJ Pack, I thought it was interesting. After that show, my friend and I, Andrew and his friend, we all decided to meet and decided to come out and have a kiki time.
Nice. And
You
thank
know?
God for that Kiki time, because I got one of my dreams come true today, become reality. She's very humble. She's beautiful in person.
you.
And I'm so glad to meet you and have you on GetInLine.
I was about to read somebody, though. If they kept me on that line longer, I should be like,
The
yeah,
Boricua's
yeah,
coming out, right?
yeah.
The
Where's our
Boricua?
table? I want our table now.
Don't get La India, I'm mad. Anything else you want to say, baby? Anything coming up for you? Any
I
new
asked
music?
for Heineken, didn't have Heineken.
So should I have a
Jack
Corona?
on this. I was like, do you have any Hennessy?
Oh, no.
You know, no ice? A double?
No.
Didn't have that either. And I said, that's a problem.
We have to get your personal menu here.
So I had a Bloody Mary,
Oh.
which I thought was nasty.
It is nasty. Why would you have
'Cause
that?
I thought it was good, you know. Then
What
it was
is
burning
body?
my tongue. I said, oh my.
I love you. I love
I'm
you.
having a beer, and they have Coors Light.
Any music coming up for you?
Well,
Anything
we're
for your
working on-
fans?
you know, I'm just working on just my tours and stuff like that.
Yes.
At the moment, no new stuff.
Can you get her jewelry? Can you come a little closer and get this? Look at how beautiful this is.
Thank you.
All gold
And
and
it's my
red
own
for Puerto
nails.
Rico. You do them yourself?
Mm-mm.
Nice. Look at
I'm
that.
doing my own nails, and these are my nails too.
Oh, they're beautiful.
And so I always said I grew my natural nails here in the city of New York, and then when I went back to Puerto Rico, a lot of the sisters would be like, do you have acrylic? And I was like, I wouldn't if I didn't have nails, but I'm fine with my natural nails.
They're
and
beautiful.
They wouldn't believe in it. So
Oh,
much
no, they are
nicer to
real.
scratch.
Oh, they
My
are.
mother's obsessed with this.
I'm
She's
getting
like, "Scratch
chills
the
right
back."
now.
She has her own little plastic hat until she sees me, kind of thing.
You got it, La India. I don't want to hold her up.
Love you
Thank you
guys.
so much. I love you. We love you.
Love you too.
Please keep repping for us. Keep with the
Remember
music.
to
Can I ask for one
a
thing?
shout out to all the people
Yes.
also in Mexico that lost their lives. And you
yeah.
know,
What are we up
here-
to, like 300?
Oh my God, it's just like
Yeah,
just
it's
so
very sad. It's very disastrous.
because there's people alive, you
Yeah.
know, they know they're there.
Yep.
But it's like, how do you go, you
And
know,
get them.
how do you get them?
I know. Are we
So-
doing a concert for Puerto Rico for donations?
No, I think
Where
a
is
lot of things are
everybody?
gonna happen. You know, we need to do a concert for Mexico as well.
Yes,
we need
we
to
do.
come together and
Yeah.
make, you know, make everybody, you know, be a part of
Yes.
giving.
Yeah.
You know, giving something of themselves, because you never know, man.
You never know.
We here tomorrow, we not here, so
That's right.
You know, we just gotta pray for a better world.
That's right. I want you to come out with another house album. I love when you did house. I love when you did Men at Work. I love when you
Masters
sing.
at Work.
Masters at Work. I'm sorry. Yes. I love when you do the house. So please keep it in mind, okay?
I like that Men at Work.
Men at Work. I'm sorry. It's Masters at Work.
Completely.
Sorry.
That
We need some
MAW.
men at work. That's the problem. Anyway, we're gonna get this done.
that's
Can
so
you just
cute.
shout out Get in Line, La India, Get in Line for us?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I want you to do it with me too.
All right. So we here with La India and
That's
what?
what's up.
Get in line.
Get in line, y'all, right now.
Thank you so much. Bye, guys.
So, the Essence, I just want you to know that you have been selected as the Womb Women Empowerment Phenomenal Woman Friday. We have been following you for a while now, and we've seen that you have done some amazing things, not only for your show, but in your community. Can you talk to us a little bit about what you do in your community?
Yeah, sure. So besides the whole De-Essence movement, the whole Get in Line, which is served to the community of the Bronx to entertain, educate, and empower our Latinos and just our community as a whole. I also work for the Community Board District 2, which is holding down Hunts Point and Longwood. And basically our office is like their little city hall. They can come to us, people from the community, put in complaints, concerns about neighbors, roads, the bridges, violence, schools, the education, and we're there to kind of help and guide them and see if we can make a change in the Bronx. To make it a safer place, to make it a more productive place, because the Bronx is a beautiful community. The Bronx is a huge borough, and we're known for many things, not just hip hop. But at the same time, there is a lot of fixing that we need to do here to make it a safer place. So I am the community assistant there. I do all their media traffic. I post on all their social media to let the community know what's going on, what resources we have, what events we have. I grew up in the Bronx, was born here, and for years I didn't know anything about what was taking place in the summer, the winter, where we can go for education or entertainment. And so I got in the industry and started to just network with others, and then said, oh, we have a Mashulu festival. We have an annual gala. Like, we have all these things or meetings, and it's just something that our community should know. This is where we live, and there is a lot of resources here to make the Bronx better.
That's awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about the genesis of the De-Essence show and the Get in Line? What's that all about?
Well, the De-Essence show is named after me. Before it was Real Ladies Real Talk, then it went into Get in Line, and then they said, you know what? Everybody's starting to get to know you by the Get in Line girl. Let's start, showing, broadcasting the name De-Essence. So we did that, and I'm here in BronxNet right now, being shown on Files 34 and Optimum 68 every Wednesday at 9 p.m. And like I said, it's to serve my community. I love the Bronx. I stand for the Bronx. I am a Bronx girl. And what is better than to be in your hometown?
Get in line, women